The jokes, you already know. You know what to do, man. It's behind, man. Right now, you rocking with the Jokes podcast. You already know what it is.
I look in the mirror, tell myself to do my thing. Gave your bitch a little pump, but I ain't Gucci gang. I don't wanna sound too arrogant, but niggas lame. Seen a picture of the future, you ain't in the frame. Writing out my plans just like a boss beat. Gary Payton if a nigga try to cross me. When you started talking crazy, then you lost me. Made mistakes along the way, and that shit cost me.
Heims in the building. What's up with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up and juicing us. You already know. How you feeling?
I'm cooling, man. Blessed. You already know.
Right, so you recently dropped a project, it's called Not the Same. What it was, the November 11th.
Yeah.
And explain to me how you come about with that name.
Basically, every time I drop a project, I try to put a meaningful, title to it. Try not to be too extra, but put some meaning to it and something that, stand out or whatever. And I think that Not the Same right now for what I was doing and everything, it's the most, it stick out the most to me, because I feel like my music not the same as, it don't have the same content. I may not do the same, conventional rapper quote unquote stuff, but it's still, lit, right? It's still successful. So I think a lot of the times people are influenced by the wrong stuff. We hear a lot of negative stuff in the music or whatever, and we see it portrayed out, in real life. And me being a black man, listening to the music and being not a victim, but I lived the life, this is my real life, my real friends that I love and care about, or locked up or dead or whatever, And I don't think that that's something that's, I got a son, I don't want him to grow up and that be his reality, you know what I'm saying? So whatever role I could play to change that, if it's not, talking about drugs or talking about guns or, portraying the super toughest image, just being me and being myself, and people accept that, Real people know that you ain't gotta do no extra, they gonna see you, we're gonna have a conversation, and they're gonna be like, oh, dude, solid, He ain't really gotta do all the extra, theatrics or whatever that people may see rappers doing and think, oh, I gotta do this to get a girl, Girls like the dudes that, da-da-da-da. So, that's really why I just came up with the name Not the Same from, because it's not the same as the stuff that you're seeing, I'm trying to go a different way with it,
So you went with the name Not the Same, and you dropped a tape, and you also have merchandise that you push, which is the hoodie that you have, and I actually purchased one myself last week. Yeah. No problem, you already know. But with that, what made you go? Because honestly, I feel like that's really the way to go, especially if you're dropping a whole project, you might as well let people, you could make your money off a whole lot of stuff. So how did you come up with that idea? Let me put, and not just only that, but to really have a business partnership with a Now or Never brand. That's another black male too. That's really inspiring too. How did it come about?
All right, well, honestly, that's more on the business side with I did merch in the past, I got the Skinny Society stuff, everybody know I did merch and stuff before, but this time around, it's really my label really set it, kind of set it up let's do the collab thing, you know what I'm saying? I already have done business with Mark in the past, we got a good rapport, you know what I'm saying? So it made sense, you know what I'm saying? And I like what he's doing now or never, that makes sense, for what people are doing, a lot of stuff, you could apply it go a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying, the Now or Never. And, not the same. It meshed with it too. It's like a good, you know.
It really does.
Yeah, I think it go good together, and you know, that's how that kind of came about. You know, like the label side, that kind of really pushed that forward. You know.
I won't get into your label situation, but I'm gonna do it a little later. First, I won't go backtrack right quick. How long did you start rapping?
Shit.
I mean, how long have you been rapping? At what age did you start?
Shit, I've been rapping forever. Since like I was, like I said, I wrote my first song when I was 6 years old. But
it was like this to your teacher or something.
Yeah, right. So I've been rapping like, you know, forever, like putting, you know, stuff together, whatever. It's just kind of like always been like an underlying thing. I kind of probably always wasn't so proud of it because I see, you know, people doing it, and then you see how people react to it and be like, oh, you trash or whatever, and you be like, oh, what if I'm trash? What if I don't, you know, you don't really want to put yourself out there, you know, and then at a time it kind of just, you know, emerges, like if it's you, it don't really matter, like, you know.
When did you start taking it serious?
Let's say like, probably was like 2011, I bought a microphones and I bought one with my friends. We had an apartment, and like I always had songs here, songs there, going by a friend's house, record something, whatever. But like this time I had like a, you know, laptop, microphone, like we got stuff together, we trying to mix it. It was like a real effort to put
you literally invested. You invested into it.
So that was probably like 2012, you know, 2011, 2012. And when I started saying out loud, you know, that's what I want to do. So.
All right, so you started rapping, but you started taking it serious in 2012, and I see you have a label, but it's an independent label. Is it yours?
Yeah, so it's me. Yeah, it's like a partnership, right? You have people that you work with, and it's me and people that we work with. We work together on like the business side. So it's not like it's a 50-50, you know, partnership type shit. It's not like you know, anything is owned by a greater percentage. You know, we have a great rapport. We talk about, you know, just about any and everything that it had to do with, you know what I'm saying? And with that, with the 50-50 comes, you know, you gotta put up 50% of the bread if you wanna have 50% of the ownership, or if you wanna have 50% of the say in something. Because if the label is putting up 100% of something, they're telling you what to go do and where to go, because you really don't have no say in it because you asking them to, you know, fund it or whatever. So I just think that it's like an intricate part of like trying to move something forward. You gotta be open to it. Before in the past, I might have not been as open to, you know, something like that, but you know, the opportunity presented itself, and it made sense. And I've seen, you know, a lot of success and growth, and I'm extremely happy, you know, with, you know, the turnout and the way stuff goes.
So for the people who wouldn't understand, why did you choose to go like independent as far as like seeking actual record label?
I went independent because I just hear so many horror stories, right? About stuff that you don't know, and the stuff that they probably not trying to tell you to set you up for, you know, not to be the winner, not to be the breadwinner, to be the loser. So, in other words, or in other ways, I'm tripping. In other ways, you could seek out, instead of somebody to give you the money, you can probably get the money yourself. You know, invest in yourself, just like people invest in stock or people invest in real estate or you invest in whatever, you know, you find people and people will, you know, come up to you or whatever and, you know, invest, but you gotta find the right people. Don't just invest with like anybody, you know, because that could get sticky. You know, you're dealing with people with money, and I know a lot of artists, like myself included, is like sensitive and they like to do what they like to do with their music. You know, like they say, I made this. Like you don't know how to deal with this. You know, so with that being said, you have to have some leverage. And if somebody got all the money, you don't really have no leverage. You know, so.
That's what I was just about to ask you, like the importance of funding your dream your own self as opposed to looking for somebody to save you or looking for investors. Mm-hmm. Like how important is that to you? Or eventually do you see yourself signing maybe to a major?
Like money changed everything, right? You can say what you want to be, but if somebody come with 10 million, you know, I'm over that. You know, it's like, and maybe that number might change by the time they actually come because, you know, they don't come until you're already making money yourself, until you already have 4 or 5 other deals on the table to pick from. So, my goal, honestly though, I think is to just build my own personal label up, you know, into like a different, what I'm trying to say, like a different diagram, like take a different route, like the future route, because the old way, like going to radio and all the stuff that they try to make you do is kind of like out of the way. And, you know, while we right here in front of it, you know, we kind of know the answers that the labels and, you know, they really don't know that they're trying to figure out. We can take this knowledge that we have and turn it into some new shit. So I'm kind of more focused on that, like long term, not really looking for a buyout at this time. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know, money changes anything.
Right,
you know
if it happens. I mean, for if the situation is good, why pass it up? That's right. Like pass it up on a blessing anyway.
Right.
So, you know, but that's true. But, you know, moving on, all right, so you got your label, you got your career, everything going now. How is it like being from the West Bank in the city? You see what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's harder than the average New Orleans rapper? Or?
I mean, it ain't really like, I'm just cool, you know? Like, not I'm the coolest nigga in the world, but I'm saying I don't be with no rah-rah shit. Like, I'm just laid back, da-da-da. You know, sometimes all my partners is from the West Bank sometimes, but I got partners from everywhere in the city, like, and it's not really like, you know, they say nothing or whatever because I don't be coming up, I don't know, oh, I'm from the da-da-da-da. That's not the first thing I say when you meet me, like, you know. So, of course, people say some shit, and of course, you know how they look, you know, but like I said, man, it ain't really nothing. Like, that's just more, you know.
So you don't see it as like an obstacle to overcome
it? It ain't really nothing. It's funny what people will look at as obstacles, right? Because you'll let people put that in your, you know what I'm saying, in your head and make them think that it's something that you gotta prove to, you know. But I don't, like, I don't feel like, you know, it's nothing I gotta prove, you know, like, really to nobody, you know. But yeah, that shit's just funny. It's been something. I really used to have to deal with that, like, you know, growing up, and then I used to go to school on the East Bank, and they know which bus you're going to, which bus going to the West Bank, like, you know. So it was at a different time, it was a different problem, but you know, right now that shit not nothing, you know.
And some of your bigger influences was Juvenile and Wayne. Mm-hmm. But you say your dad also played music. Mm-hmm. He played sax, you played the drums. So music has been in your life, your whole life. Right. Do you see yourself maybe like transitioning from an artist to maybe a producer or anything like that? Just to catch the all around board of it?
I don't know. I ain't never really tried to make no beats or, you know, produce produce nothing, but I know, you know, you can't rap forever. I know you can't do that forever. As long I do plan on doing it as long as I can, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I love it. It's something that you do. It's something that you. It's like therapy. You just get it out, right? And I'm gonna have feelings forever, so I'm gonna be looking for a way to express myself. So, you know, rap definitely the forefront for that. But as a fallback plan, that's why I want to get deeper into the business side with the label. You know, because I want to have a position to be able to, you know, do what happened with me for somebody else,
Right.
or you know, more people, you know, and do it in a different, better way. You know what I'm saying?
So you have like, you not only did you drop your recent project, but you have like real numbers. You see what I'm saying on Instagram and stuff. Like came back at 21K, Gary Payton at 26K, and that was the last time I checked. You hear me? But with that being said, you feel like you get enough exposure, like in the local media scene?
I mean, yeah, I get love in the, you know, in the media, but it's like that don't really come from, you know, like home. Like if you, when I check online, that's coming from like Texas and, you know, New York and, you know, different spots. Is really not, you know, I get love here, but that's from people who already know me. You know what I'm saying? My arms only reach, you know, so far. And word of mouth, yeah, people, yeah, you know, doing little stuff, doing these interviews and stuff, you know, more and more people check it out and stuff. But like I get some love here. There's people who show me love who never really heard of me before. If I have if I perform or something, they come up and they let me know, like, man, I like that, whatever, keep doing what you're doing, da 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 da. So I can't really, as much as I want to, I can't really shit on the city, like, because I get love, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like, it's unmatched from other places, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Right.
So, I mean, do you think that's the city as a whole, or it's just like the local media? Me personally, I don't believe the local media. You gotta do some create, like you say, you should be chilling. Mm-hmm. So you gotta be like either known or your name gotta be ringing for them to really like tap in what you hear. Me, right, that's just my personal opinion. You hear me? Right. Do you feel like, is it just like I mean, do you feel that way that you just said, basically everything you just explained? Do you feel like that for the city as a whole or just the media?
I feel like that is not the media. It's just like the city is not so quick to give the nigga a stamp. Like, it's a real stamp you gotta really earn, to where most niggas be like, fuck that stamp. You see what I'm saying?
Real talk.
But because it's so hard to get, and niggas want you to kiss their ass, so niggas want you to be their little partner, or they got a little partner that rap that, you know, I'm not gonna post this nigga, I'm not gonna start fucking with him when my little partner rap, or, you know, like, why? You know, like, what make him better? Because it's the difference, because they know we are on the same streets, you know what I'm saying? They might know, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it be to me too. It's just the fact that you're so accessible that they don't really care to have you, you know what I mean?
But somebody who just found me off YouTube or Instagram, like you say, or whatever, that, you know, found me, saw me posted on a blog or something, and just so happened to go type my name up, like my song, they telling, it's a whole new discovery. They telling all their friends, like a new artist. You see what I'm saying? Like somebody for real. Like you do with your friends. Like, so that's why I feel like it spread quicker, you know, in different areas, because they never saw me. Like I was never there to shake their hand. We didn't go to school together. We don't have, you know, we're not Eskimo brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Like, so it's just different.
Can you think of one word to describe your music?
One word. One word to describe my music. I'm gonna say strong.
Strong?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
I say my music's strong because it's standing on something. I feel like I'm standing on something most of the time that I speak, you know, and I feel like it takes strength to not do the same thing or not go the easy route or not or say, because what most people think is cool, maybe say that that's not cool or whatever, you know, or maybe say go against that, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's strong, you know, somebody to do something like that.
Even with your, well, first, one more word.
Yeah.
Explain your project in one word. Explain Not the Same in one word. For the people who you could, well, not even one word. Go ahead and sell your project right quick.
Not the same, man. I'm telling you, if you like some, I can't say chill music. It's really like a playlist because there's some songs that's more up tempo and there's some
I'm about to say
songs that's that's chill, you know. But if you like, what I like to do is, you know, like have fun, man. I like to listen to music to, you know, get loose, man. You know what I'm saying? Dance, whatever. Get some, express some feelings or whatever. And when I make a project, I try to make like a playlist of songs that'll just, you can just let it run. Like, you know, I'm listening to this now, whatever. It's just different songs, because when you listen to music, if you don't really just want to listen to a full album, you listening to songs on shuffle, you listen to songs like this. I try to make an album like that, like a shuffle album, like, if that makes sense.
My favorite two songs is Whole Lotta and Can't Hang, but like Whole Lotta is kind of like in the middle of the project, you see what I'm saying? But like from the top to get to that, it's kind of like an escalation in like the vibe, you see what I'm saying? It go from chill to hype, you see what I'm saying? Then you at hype for a minute, then you kind of calm it down too. It's really that bit fire, bro. I like how you put that bit together. Real shit, you know what I mean? No problem.
Yeah.
So with that, you feel like you're gonna drop something else before the year out, or you finished for the year?
Shit. Well, you know, I still got songs that, you know, didn't go on the album. I ain't gonna say didn't make the album, but didn't go on the album. You know, we might just drop them. That's another thing about being, you know, independent. You can do what you want, you know, with the music. So it's really like a matter of just picking like what I'm gonna do. It just depends on after this rollout, you know, how I'm feeling, you know. It could be whatever, bro. I definitely plan on flooding next year, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know about like a real tape right now because I just, you know, came off this one. But yeah.
Most likely probably visuals from the tape itself, you hear me?
Well, yeah, definitely. We're gonna keep coming with that. I got one coming I already shot. Probably by the time this drop, I'll be shot another one, so already in the tuck for that.
And what about like radio? Do you feel like radio is a plus? Like, can you get your streams on radio? Because some people feel like radio is dead and it doesn't really matter. Do you feel like, you know, it's a plus?
So radio is a cool thing too, but this is like you were saying, you probably don't want to do radio in your hometown. Probably want to do radio like syndicated, like somewhere, you know, else. And TikTok is the new radio, bro. Like, if you want, your song gonna get to the radio from the internet. So to just skip all that, you know what I'm saying?
Which is true. And if the kids, honestly, if you got something that the kids like, boy, it's over. Real talk.
Right. So that's really the approach, you know, with that.
Anything else you want to tell your fans and your supporters before you go?
Anything I want to tell them?
Well, first, what's something that you don't show on your social media?
Shit. Something that I don't show, shit. That's kind of like, I don't know, it's a trick question because if I say it right here, it's like I'm talking about it.
Yeah, it really is true. It's true.
But nah, it's not like, you know, you just don't post, you know, no guns, no, you know, try not to post no weed, you know, like the normal taboo, you know, like rapper shit. And then niggas don't realize that you posting that shit, you making yourself a target. People feel like only their friends and only the little fees or whoever is seeing that shit, but you putting that shit on the internet and your shit is not a private page. even if it is a private page, like somebody can see that. Police is real people. They got real Instagram pages. You know what I'm saying? That it don't say in their bio, "Hey, I'm a police." You know, it don't say that. You know, so you'll never know. You gotta move the same way you move. Like if you're in a car on Manhattan or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just tell on yourself or make yourself a target. And especially like wanting to be in a spotlight or being a rapper or being somebody like that, you don't want they Googling you at the station, and you don't want to see you on there with, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Real talk.
Big over there, whatever. They know that they'll pull you over. You got to show over here. We coming over there. We know what's up with him already. You know what I'm saying? You smoking weed all the time. We know they got weed over there.
Real
you know
talk.
what I'm saying?
We in the gun is the felony. You throw it in.
Bro, people don't even know that. Together,
just that quick, you go under. Real talk.
There's no talking about it.
It's over.
If you have it together, there's no talking about it. It's like you own it because you said that. You see what I'm saying? And that's like the stuff that people don't even be like realizing. Like that right there, that little car ride to the store right there, 10 years.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Like you gotta be a little bit smarter than that. Just a little bit smarter. So that's just the way I move because, you know, like I said again, people watching, you know, like you ask me about my supporters or about my fans or whatever, I know it's kids that's like, you know, that was like me, you know what I'm saying? That's watching. I don't want them to have somebody to, you know, look up to that I don't really, like, oh, he don't do that, so I don't gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, still got everything that all the other rappers got, still do everything all the other rappers do, you know what I'm saying? But
that's a big thing for me, like, and to actually be successful at doing it, like, you see what I'm saying? It's hip hop went from being like motivational and influential to black people to just like now you just see a whole bunch of people talking about what they got or what they did, or what they gonna do. You see what I'm saying? So to keep that positive mindset, just knowing like somebody watching me, I can't give them the wrong eye. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
That's big, bro. Real talk.
Yeah.
You also you did your project with no features. Was that like I'm gonna just lock in on by myself, or that was what it was? Like I'm gonna give them all me.
See, I did features before in the past. You know, I do features, but it wasn't even really a conscious decision to not do no features. It was just like I had them songs and it was done. It was just so happened to be. It was a time frame. You know, I was recording. It was just so happened I ain't getting no features in the time frame. Like, you know, I do songs with other people. You know, I'm open to features. I'm open to working with artists. You know, but you know. That's just what that was. I think on my last tape I ain't had no features either, but it may be a conscious decision because I'm still in that mode right now trying to build up more, you know, a fan base. And sometimes if you throw, you know what I'm saying, somebody on the track who may not, you know, be as recognizable, they want to hear you on there with J. Cole or nothing less, you know what I'm saying? Or they can turn it off, like. So it's not really nothing like that because I don't really care. I make music for fun, you know. At the end of the day, I make music for fun. And I like having fun so much, I want to make some money off it. So, like, if I could do that, shit, let's go. So that's really my, you know, the batter in my back for me. So it wasn't really I don't want to do no features with nobody. Shit, it's just, that's how this shit came.
And for everybody that don't know, tell them where they can find you right quick.
On Instagram, Heims, at Heims, BHEIMS. On Twitter, Heims, B_HEIMS. And you can Google me on Google, I guess, B.HEIMS. All my shit gonna come up right there, you know, so.